Hi folks, this is Tony at TravelScoot. In today's installment of You and Your TravelScoot, we're going to focus on the junction box and the connections in the junction box. We describe it in a couple of other video clips that we've done, namely just the TravelScoot controls, general maintenance, as well as controller installation. But since this is a kind of a, I'll say a common area that needs to be checked, we're going to focus on specifically this one task. So Kevin, if you would, we're going to talk about removing the junction box cover first. What you're going to see here is at the apex of the so-called three-way joint, in front of the grommet where the wires and brake cables and so forth pass through for the controls, a little black, you'll see a little black tab sticking up. Just take a screwdriver. You can do it with your finger, but just push against this. Where am I? From this angle I can't see it. And you'll pop off your so-called junction box cover. We'll tell you all about reinstalling that in a second. That will expose your connections on the underside of the scooter. Earlier models of the hub drive, direct drive TravelScoot will have 4 connections. There will be 2 smaller connections in addition to these larger connections, and they are for a type of e-brake that never was really operational, but the connections will still be there. Just to describe the 2 connections again, the smaller of the 2 is your throttle, the larger is the on-off and directional control. So what we're going to do then when we check the junction box connections is not just look at them and go, oh yeah, they're fine. We want you to disconnect them individually. I'm going to do it from this side on the larger on-off connection. You can see this little trigger lock here. Grasp the 2 halves firmly, depress the trigger lock, and pull on it. I know that's a bit of a nuisance, and you do need a little bit of dexterity. What you'll do then is examine these metal plates, these so-called, well, these crimp terminals are what they are, for corrosion, damage of any sort. You'll see to it that they're inserted all the way. If they're pulled out to where the metal is exposed on the back side of the wire and they're no longer making proper contact, that can be a cause for your scooter not operating properly. The same goes for the throttle connection. What you'll do then, very simply, is we recommend a contact cleaner such as this. I'm not going to spray these because they're brand new and don't need it, and too much of a good thing is still too much. But this is one type of electrical contact cleaner sprays that'll work just fine. There are many other brands out there. When you go back to connecting them, you want to make sure that you have the connector with the little bump on it lined up with the trigger lock. Push it together firmly until you hear it snap and until there's no wiggling. And do the same thing with the throttle. And again, sorry, push it together until it clicks. You'll tuck these in here. Bunch them up somewhat. Don't twist them too badly. Then you'll take your junction box cover and you will hook the curled back end over the edge of this so-called gusset, like that. Tuck your wiring in and lift it into place, and you are good to go. Thanks for watching and happy scooting.